is gone, I will be Rapunzel.
Excuse me? I'm the devil.
So?
Lord of darkness, all that. I think that a little bit more plain for the strokes of the witch.
Enchantress!
Whatever, witch.
I'll cast a spell on you.
Bring it on, let's see what you've got.
Now's the time, Mom. Let's run. Quick, I don't want to watch it. Go devil! I can better. I curse you.
I'll curse you right back. You know what? This is stupid. Tell you what, if you sign this one contract right here, I'll let you take the pencil.
Fine.
And now I disappear in a cloud of brimstone.
Wait, where are we going? I built this great tower for you. But Mom, I don't want to go with the evil enchantress.
Yeah, and everyone raises gold rat for kid, but sometimes don't always get anyone unless maybe deal with devils and some other weird people. Yeah.
So the enchantress took Rapunzel and locked her away in a high tower without stairs or a door. As for the girl and her prince...
Going back to my office. What I miss?
Oh, the forces of darkness just not forgot a soul.
Cool. Let's go to Hawaii.
Rock on.
And they lived happily ever after. As for Rapunzel...
Okay, so I just sit here in my tower, right? Right. Why? No reason. Probably I'm just bored. I could also be acting out for a bad childhood. According to feminist interpretation, would be that being a woman is a dead-end field in our society. And by putting you in a tower, which in itself is a phallic symbol, symbolizes that there's no escape from women in the universe. All that matters about you is your hair, which in turn is a highway for the masculine force of our patriarchal society to enter and take possession of you. For, as a woman, a possession is all that you are. Right. I wrote a paper on it in college. I got a B+ because I was discriminated against. And now, am I crazy? I'm going to leave. Wait here and try these radioactive hair care products and see what happens.
So Rapunzel was locked away...
That's cool, I've got my cell.
...in a tower with no cell phone service.
No!
And her hair grew and grew. Mutated, really. She became a mutant. Actually, if you're in the comic books, there's a superhero named Medusa who lives on the moon, and she makes her hair do all this crazy stuff, like you can reach out and grab people and bash their faces.
You know, this is why you aren't dating anybody, don't you? Because you're a dork.
I don't have the time alone.
Just continue the story.
Fine. And for no apparent reason, the enchantress decided to use her hair as a ladder.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair for me. Why don't you build stairs? My architect is drunk. Well, why don't you do magical powers and fly up here?
So up climbed the enchantress.
Really wise! There's a bird nest in here! Will you stop squirming? You're ruining this for me! What's up? What do you want? What's my motivation here?
It doesn't really say.
I just blocked this mutant. Girl up for absolutely no reason. Maybe you're abused as a child.
Yeah, there's really no reason for it.
I guess I'm just some sort of sadistic witch.
Some people just are. I have to take your sex.
Well, getting on with it, I have locked you in this tower, Rapunzel, because a woman's place is in the home or the tower. But I want a job. Too bad it's not work. There's no furniture. Mesa. Bye. Wait, weren't you gonna bring me lunch? Oh, right. You know what? It looks like I forgot your sack lunch. I'm gonna have to pop in later and get it from you.
But just at that moment, a prince happened to be wandering by. got a lot of hair, which I find really attractive. Let me tell you, Marcy, there is nothing quite like curling up in a swimming pool of the hair of the woman you love. I'm gonna climb up that hair. Say hello. You there, in the tower, let down your hair for me.
I don't let down my hair for just anyone who's read in the law.
I'm very attractive.
All right, then. Hello.
Hello. So, come here often?
Yeah.
Looks like it's gonna rain today.
Is it?
Yeah, it rained yesterday.
That's a lot of rain.
Good for the crops.
Oh, yeah, the crops.
So, what do you like to do?
Well, mostly I just sit here in my tower. Actually, that's all I do. Sit here and comb my hair.
Okay, stop. What's the problem? We have nothing to talk about.
I don't have any interest.
I mean, Jesus.
It's not my fault.
What are we going to talk about? Kids, I'll say something witty, and she'll say she's been locked in the tower for 9 years. I'll talk about the intrigue at court, and she'll say she's been locked in the tower for 9 years.
I've been locked in the tower for 9 years.
You guys fall in love at first sight. I'm just going on appearance here. That's pretty shallow.
I mean, shouldn't we get to know each other first? I think I would think less of a prince if he just fell in love with me by looking at me. Shouldn't he get to know the inner me?
There is no inner you. You've been locked in the tower.
Very detailed journal.
Okay, this is a fairy tale. We're trying to get through them all. Okay, you fall in love at first sight. Bam! You're in love. Not bam.
I want to be taller.
Bam! You're in love. There's still nothing.
I felt something that time.
There was like a breeze that just happened.
Maybe that was it.
Bam! Love! I love it.
I love this for all the wrong reasons.
That's good enough. But their time is short. I must away.
I must remain.
Goodbye, my love.
Goodbye. Ow! My love! No problem. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. What am I, a ladder? Who was that? Nobody. Don't lie to me. You just had a man over. You're being overprotective. I know what's best. Do what I want. I am like your mother. I know how to degrade you. I want to go and hang out with friends. They're a bad influence on you. I've kept you here to protect you, don't you see? From all those horrible men out there and from those bad influences on television and morning radio programs where all they talk about are bodily functions and getting wasted last night. That's why you're homeschooled. Because modern society is horrible, darling. And if you go out and hear a bad word or see something suggestive, you're going to fall apart and live the rest of your life strung out on drugs and riding on the back of a guy named Hank Harley. Don't you see? I did it all for you. You're just trying to protect me from the real world. I get it now. See? It's because I love you that I lock you away in a tower and don't let anyone near you. I don't want to see you make the same mistakes I did. So I'm taking away any possibility you might make a decision whatsoever. It's called parenting. Your parents would have done it too if I didn't steal you from that. Yeah, my real parents were jerks, which makes this all the more difficult.
And the 2 snakes?
Hold! Yes, and I'm going to banish you to a desert where you can wander for the rest of your life and think about how you disappointed me.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. She needed a haircut. You're thinking that was some pretty harsh parenting. Tough love. It's all here in this book. What to expect when you're expecting to live in a fairy tale. It's a handy guide for all you parents Don't worry, it happens all the time.
And this book described how to chop off my daughter's hands and then left her to cart her way to hell.
Thanks, Mom. I give you 2 thumbs up, but I don't have any hands. My son used to steal food from the table, and this book told me how to curse him so that when he tried to steal the chicken, it turned into a giant ravenous toad that wanted to eat his face. Now he has to feed it wherever he goes. It's awesome. Thanks. What to expect? You'll expect it to live in a fairy tale. Ding!
Can we get back to our story, please? Righto.
And I'll just put Rapunzel's hair on my head and wait for that hunky prince.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel, let down your hair to me!
Here you are, my darling. Ow! 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 Ow!
You're not Rapunzel.
Oh, so now you're picky about who's up here in the tower?
I would be.
And with that, the prince jumped out the window. And as luck would have it, he hit a thorn bush which poked out both of his eyes.
You know, I have this weird feeling that I'm slightly responsible for this situation. I'm over it! Alright, so what's on the calendar for today? Whoa! Turning a man into a golden goose. That's being rewarding.